Oh, hey. So I've been watching YouTube for a while. I'm sure a lot of you have as well. I wasn't really allowed it as much as a kid. Like, I didn't really get access to it that often. But hey, maybe you might ask. I've been watching for years then. That doesn't make any sense. That's an excellent question, my dear viewer. I just had to be very creative about getting around my parents' restrictions. First, I tried getting videos on the family computer, but this was hard to do because it required everyone to be out of the house, including my siblings, because I could not risk getting told on. This was because we kept the computer in the living room, out in the open, so it was hard to do. Doing this was pretty short-lived because I think I almost got caught a couple of times when I thought everyone was out, but then they came back to get something. But next, when my mom got a new phone, my siblings and I got her old one, which then became the kids' phone, which we could use to call and text them when they were away. We could also listen to music and maybe, just maybe, get a game or two. But this was also around the time when I had gotten my 3DS. I would often play it when I wasn't supposed to, and especially deep into the late hours of the night. But one night when I was playing it, I got stuck in one of the Majora's Mask dungeons. I needed help and I couldn't sit and wait until the next day. I had to get answers now. So I snuck up out of my bed, went over out of the room, and grabbed the phone. Then after helping myself to a walkthrough, I realized I could start watching YouTube this way. As long as I just waited for my parents to go to bed, I could hop out of my bed, sneak out, and grab the kids' phone, bring it back, and watch YouTube videos on that. But since I couldn't let my parents or my siblings know that I was doing this, I couldn't download the app. I had to just make do with the mobile web version of it. Every night I would just have to look up the channel page for any new videos, as well as remembering which videos I had and hadn't seen already. So I did that for a couple more years until we moved. I probably got caught, so my parents were keeping more of an eye on where the phone was. So I switched to using my 3DS after learning that I could download and watch YouTube videos on there. I would sneak it into my bed like before and hide under the blankets to watch them. I mean, looking back now, it definitely wasn't the most ideal way to watch YouTube on those little 3-inch 3DS screens. This was also about the time I discovered Storytime animators and Storytime animation, like Jaden Animations, Auto One's Out, Something Else YT, and those videos still inspired me to do what they did, even if it was on a tiny little 3DS screen. Time had passed, and we moved again, and our kid phone had gotten another upgrade. And with a new phone came a new plan. Obviously, we still couldn't really watch YouTube, but we were allowed to listen to music. So under the guise of listening to music, I was able to sneak watching YouTube during the day. But this didn't stop me from still watching at night. My parents eventually began to check after bed every night to see if the phone was still there. So I had to adapt. Just as everyone was heading to bed, I would stealthily take the phone out of its case and set the case back down to give the illusion that it was still there. I think about high school, I finally got my own personal phone, though it didn't exclude me from the rules. But I don't think my parents cared as much if I was watching YouTube or not, or even if they knew. And finally, once I was 18, they didn't hold me to the same rules as my siblings anymore. I was an adult. Somewhat unfortunately, maybe? I don't know. It kind of became a nighttime habit for me. So nearly every night, I watch a few videos before bed. Though thankfully, I don't stay up till like 2 or 3 or 5 like I used to. Thank goodness. I work a morning shift. What am I, crazy? Heyo. I was gonna try and call you guys something, but I guess I don't really have an idea. Let me know in the comments, I guess. I totally wanted to get this out like a month earlier, like a month after the that my last video came out, but I got totally swamped with schoolwork and then just started doing a bunch of stuff, just trying to get it out of the way so I could focus on this some more. But here it is, my third video. Yeah, I'm really bad at ending stuff. I have no idea how to like write a conclusion or just talk about a conclusion. So bye-bye.